Hello, my name is Alessa. Welcome to my channel. If you are new here, we post a new video every week. We do it every Friday. Please don't forget to subscribe and follow us on Instagram and Facebook, where we post something new every day. Today, in this video, we will talk about household problems. We always have problems popping up in our houses. In this video, we talked with people about their problems in their houses. You will hear the vocabulary and the explanation of the vocabulary. Let's get started. So, problem number one in my house is, right now I'm standing on my driveway in front of my house and I see there is a crack. There are even some cracks on my driveway and I need to fix it. In this interview, you will hear a lot of household problems. Watch, enjoy, and make your notes.
What is better, to rent or to buy a house?
I think for me personally, probably to buy a house. For a number of reasons. I think the main reason is that if you buy a house, it's yours. So you get a mortgage and you pay down your mortgage and eventually you own the house. Also, you have the option to customize the house. You can put in your own bedroom, bathroom, kitchen, you can remodel, you can renovate if it's an older property. So yeah, from my perspective, I'd say probably buying is better. There's nothing wrong with renting, but I just feel like with renting, you pay your rent to a landlord and they keep your money, right? And so if you're paying for a mortgage, if you own your own home and you pay down your mortgage, especially now, interest rates are really good. So now is a really good time to buy a house if you can find one, because of course there is sort of a housing shortage right now. But yeah, buy, don't rent.
If you plan to buy a house, what is important to you?
I think square footage is very important, right? I think especially if you have a family, if you have a house that has a very small square footage, that means you have small everything, right? Small bathroom, small kitchen, small living room, and that's kind of difficult with a family. But I think also what's important is sort of location is very important. So of course if you live in a nice neighborhood, it's got like some sort of community features, like maybe a community pool or something, especially here in Florida. Other things like outdoor space, like having a good front yard, a good backyard, kind of nice. And the age of the house as well, right? So here in Florida, a lot of the houses are sort of older, so a lot of them are bungalows, but sort of newer houses tend to be more two-story houses, so obviously you get more square footage, a lot more sort of space, and obviously everything's newer, so all of those features, all of the kitchen's newer, the bathroom's newer, all the air conditioning and all of the electrics and everything are updated.
What common problem do homeowners have?
Common problems that I have, yeah, lots of them. I've got like an older house right now, and so common problems that we have: the air conditioning, right? We've had like the leaks in the air conditioning. We've also had like a leaky roof as well. So problems with, like, especially here in Florida, we have like shingle roofs. So you tend to have leaks with the roofs. Other problems I've had are electrics. Like I've had problems with the electrical systems, the electrical outlets here, especially on the older houses. They often need to be updated, and so those sort of problems. What other problems? Windows. Like I've had problems with the older windows. They have sort of like a crank mechanism, which breaks all the time. Houses in Florida, there are lots of problems. The list goes on really. Faucets, we've had, like, when we bought the house, I think all of the faucets leaked, so we had to replace like two or three of them. So 2 or 3 of them we could fix. And then of course the drainage, the system for the toilet, that was blocked in one of them. So things like that, the sinks being blocked, the faucets, the toilet, the air conditioning, the windows, the list goes on and on.
If you have $10,000, but you can spend it just on your house, what would you do?
If I had $10,000, now $10,000 is not going to buy you a lot, but if I had $10,000, I think from my house personally, I'd probably spend it in the kitchen and renovate the kitchen, probably Probably get some new cabinets in the kitchen. Yeah, totally replace the old ones. Get some new appliances. Get a new fridge, a new dishwasher, new microwave, new oven. Probably like redo the flooring. Put in maybe some tile or some laminate. Of course, replace the sink. Put on some new countertops. Get some nice new faucets. Yeah, really go to, I think, $10,000 probably with the countertops. You could get maybe some nice granite or some marble or something like that. That would probably be your 10,000. Probably redecorate, maybe repaint a little bit. Put on a nice backsplash, right? Nice expensive looking backsplash as well. That would probably be about it for the. That would be $10,000 on a kitchen, I would say.
Inside the house.
There must be a power failure or power outage. The lights are not working. The light bulbs are burnt out.
You need to call an electrician.
The doorknob came off. The door lock is broken. The door is squeaking. The door makes noise when it moves.
You need to call a locksmith. A locksmith is a person who repairs or makes locks and supplies keys.
The paint on the walls is peeling.
Call a painter.
I have spilled some coffee on the carpet. There is a stain on it.
You need to buy a stain remover.
The carpet is dirty. The carpet is torn.
Call the cleaning service or carpet cleaner.
The furniture is worn out. We need to replace it.
A carpenter can fix it.
The chair is broken.
A carpenter can repair it.
Furniture is being attacked by drywood termites.
You need to call an exterminator.
The floor is scratched. The floor is uneven.
A good handyman can fix it.
The clock is slow, or fast, or stopped.
In the kitchen.
There are ants, mice, cockroaches, rats in the kitchen.
You need to call an exterminator.
Can you hear water dripping somewhere? I think a pipe is leaking.
Call a plumber.
The sink is clogged. The faucet is dripping.
Call a plumber.
The sink is overflowing. The sink is leaking.
Call a plumber.
The refrigerator, or fridge, isn't working. The refrigerator is broken. The refrigerator is leaking.
Contact a repair person.
A cat knocked over the pot and it smashed on the floor.
Get a mop and a bucket.
In the laundry room.
The washing machine broke down. The washing machine is leaking.
Call a repair person. In the bathroom.
The shower is dripping. The bathtub is leaking. The bathroom is flooded.
Call a plumber.
The toilet is leaking. The toilet is running. The toilet is overflowing. The toilet doesn't flush. The toilet is stopped up.
Call a plumber.
There is mold in the bathroom.
Cleaners with bleach can remove it. In the garage.
The water heater is leaking. The water heater isn't working.
Call a plumber.
I locked myself out.
Call a locksmith.
The roof is leaking.
Call a repair person.
The wall is cracked.
Contact a bricklayer.
The air blows, but it isn't cold. The air conditioner isn't working. The air conditioner is broken.
Contact a repair person.
The window is stuck.
Call a repair person.
The mailbox is broken.
Call the U.S. Postal Service or replace it.
The grass is overgrown.
Mow or cut your lawn.
Interviews. What is better, to rent or to buy a house?
I think that it's better to buy a house because it's better for your future and having an investment in the future. When you rent, you pay for somebody else's future.
Well, it simply depends on the situation of your, I would say, well, anything. Like your job, what type of job you have, what type of family you have. Are you like a single person or a family of three? Like, if renting is pretty much best if you have like maybe a small short of income, because owning a house pretty much just chains you into a certain position. Like, we own this area here, sure, but we're in a cul-de-sac. That's very hard to try and get to, like maybe that McDonald's down 19. It's just completely depends on your situation and financial.
Renting doesn't need to pay for when you have need a repair or something breaks down. It's not your responsibility. It's the property owners. So, but if you own a house, oftentimes everything that is your responsibility. So there's extra costs involved that you don't have when you're renting.
If you plan to buy a house, what is important to you?
I think the most important thing for me is the location. It has to be in a good, safe location. And I like to be close to my family, close to my work, and close to stores where I go buy things.
For me, it's where it's located. It's in a good place, in a good neighborhood, and close to a lot of things that I like.
I would agree on location, but also I think it's just preference. Like, are you a person that likes cooking? You need counter space and maybe a good sink spot. Are you a person that needs like space in your living room to have a camera set up? Then probably just having a lot of rooms with good square spacage.
What common problem do homeowners have?
Some common problems that homeowners have are the air conditioning breaking. That's a big problem that a lot of people have. Sometimes maybe you have a leak where water is coming down through the roof. That's a common problem. People have problem with sometimes like bugs and pests in their house. That's a common problem that people have. My house is new. It has a new roof. It has new appliances in the kitchen. It has a new air conditioning. So I don't have any problems in my house.
Common problems, keeping the house up. So you have to constantly maintain it. Finding people to fix things if you don't know how to yourself. I'd say that was one of the bigger problems.
As a non-house owner, I would have to agree with her. But yeah, pretty much just trying to make sure everything stays together if a pipe bursts, rather than trying to figure out, all right, so do I need to screw in this pipe here or do I need to cut it? Get like professional, because do it yourself is pretty much time wasted with money saved.
If you have $10,000, but you can spend it just on your house, what would you do?
I would probably spend it in my kitchen. My kitchen is very small. I would want to make it bigger, buy new, bigger appliances, new refrigerator, and I could put a bigger table. That's where I want to spend the $10,000.
Get new flooring for the upstairs. I have carpeting up there, and I'd like some sort of tile or laminate or wood up there, so that's what I do.
Like, yeah, probably what she said, do a full tile rework, maybe replace some of the fans. Other than that, I don't really have any other specifics because I'm not a household owner.
Thank you for watching this video. I hope you found it useful. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and don't forget to subscribe and like. Bye!